Good morning, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. It's my first day back to work this week and kind of doing the little crimpy thing. I'm not quite so sure about it. I might have to bring a ponytail with. But makeup for aging skin and to make you look more awake. Now, I have been up for a couple hours, but I still kind of got those bags under my eyes. So if you have aging skin, we'll call it instead of, whatever, crow's feet. We're not going to go in that. If you have aging skin, first you want a really good moisturizer. So I really like Skin Therapy. And you want to put it on right before you put your foundation on, just so that your foundation doesn't fall in those creases, fine lines. Should we say fine lines versus creases of your skin? So you want it kind of like tacky, okay? And always make sure you put your primer spray on. So you want your makeup to stay on. Now for... actually, I'm going to use some concealer. So concealer is used to cover up spots. Oops, that one's too dark. So I'm having a hard time seeing because I don't have my glasses on and I'm kind of blind. So just cover up those little spots that you don't want anyone to see under your foundation, right? So that is one way to use your concealer. Now, for aging skin, I like to use brush 18. It's actually a brush for powders, but you can also use it for foundation. So this just makes sure that you have a nice light coverage. The more you cake your makeup on, the older you're gonna look. So if you're trying to hide more, use, a little bit of concealer underneath. You just, I just tap my finger on it. You don't need it real thick. But if you cake it on, it's gonna go in those fine lines, and guess what? They're gonna show even more, okay? So just real light. It's foundation covers really well. It's wax based, so it doesn't clog your pores at all. So if you are more acne prone, this is going to be the foundation for you. This is actually the only foundation that I don't break out from. So that is what sold me. I actually tried on the foundation, waited at my friend's house for like a half hour, and I was like, okay, I didn't break out. Sold. I'm gonna get a kit, and that's what I did, and that's what started this madness 3 years ago, because I wanted the discount and I loved the product. So that is what I did. So now, if you do have the dark spots under your eyes, or you want to look more awake, the dark spots, I'd probably use the number 1. If you want to look more awake, I'd use Concealer Zero, and I just tap my hand in there and I put it on my eyelid, because this is going to make your eyeshadows look a little more bright and give more color. And you can use for a brush for this, but I find when you are getting those fine lines that the brush puts it on a little too heavy. So then I just go right under, kind of in a triangle, right under my eye. And again, I'm kind of going at this blind, okay? So you can already see one eye looks a little more awake than the other. And always get the inside corner, that brightens that up too. Do you see what a difference that makes? Now also you can take this down, the center is where you want to highlight. And we will just blend that in. Okay. All right, now we're gonna I like the matte finish. It's totally up to you. They say sometimes matte can make you look a little older. I like the matte finish. I don't care. So that is why I use a translucent powder, and it kind of helps set everything too. And it looks white, but it goes on, as you can see, clear, and just gets rid of that shininess. If you like the shiny, glowy look, then don't use it, okay? All right. Now we're gonna contour, because if contour helps raise everything up. I literally just tap my brush and go right under my cheekbone here. And you don't need much. So this stuff is over 50% pigmented, so it's gonna last you a really long time. Now I have a longer forehead, big forehead, whatever you wanna call, so I always put a little up here, and that just makes it look a little bit smaller. Now, if you have the double chin, you could take it and go right under here, but not super dark, because that kind of hides that then, okay? Creates that shadow to make this look up. Now, they say when you have aging skin, you shouldn't use dark colors on your face. So I'm just going to go in with this light, not this dark one, this light blush. And this one just kind of has a little bit of shimmer. And if you put it down farther, it's going to make your face look longer. So you don't want to do that. So just kind of up here. And I like to go up a little bit because it kind of brings that cheekbone up. I may have got a little heavy on that side. It's all right. We'll take our brush with the blush on. It's a problem with going at this a little blind. Which reminds me, I always like to put my mascara either in between my legs or in my bra. So next, you want to use a lighter eyeshadow. You don't want to go too dark. You don't want to stay away from the shimmeries because the shimmery is going to draw attention to your eyes unless you put it like right in the inside. So I'm just going to use this light one right here. And if you have hooded eyes, kind of like me, you go right above that line. So it makes your eyes look a little bit not so hooded. Okay. Now this isn't super dark, but it's still going to add dimension to your face. I might have to get a little bit closer just because, like I said, I am blind. I actually went to the doctor, the eye doctor last Friday, and my prescription got worse. Like, it's been getting better the last how many years? And then it got worse. I was like, what? Oh, new glasses. So I do have new glasses coming. So I'm super excited about those. It just changed like 0.25, but the doctor's like, well, it should start getting better. I'm surprised it got worse. I'm like, yeah, me too. Now my mom is like legally blind, so it's kind of like, I'm halfway there. But he says it should start getting better. So we'll see. We'll see what next year brings, right? Okay, almost done. I should have put my contacts in to do this. I hardly ever wear my contacts to work just because we have to wear goggles. And with a mask and goggles and contacts, it dries your eyes out so bad that I just prefer to wear my glasses and then I just put side shields on. So I'm going in with number 38, it's just a lighter color. And you want that on your brow line, and that makes your brows look a little bigger or a little more, your eyes a little more awake, okay? And then always do a lighter color in the corner. And if you're an eyeliner person and you're aging, I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna get away from that eyeliner. Okay, since we're talking about brows, I got my new claim to fame. What happened to my Wi-Fi? There we go. Wi-Fi is going out and I'm the only person home. What in the world? All right, so brows. If you have little to no brows or very light brows, by not doing your brows, it actually makes you look about 10 years older. So I really like this little pen. It's called the Claim to Frame. It comes in light, medium, dark. I use the medium because it is waterproof. So you can go in the lake and you can still have your brows, okay? And you can make it look like little fine lines. See how much of a definition that makes? Now I'm like really thin with my brows right here, so we'll just make that look a little more thicker. And right here, there's not a lot. So these are really slick little pens. And it's not a gel, it's almost like an eyeliner, but it goes on really easily. And I have drawn out like people's complete eyebrows whose makeup I've done. Now if you feel like it's a little too dark, there's a spoolie on the end, so then you just spoolie it out. And if your brows don't look exactly like each other, that's fine. They're sisters, they're not identical twins, okay? So that is just fine. There. So, see what a difference that makes already? Okay, now I put it away too, didn't I? Yeah. For eyeliner, we're gonna use this number 14, I think it's 14. Yep, 14 brush. It has this little angled on it. You're going to take a darker eyeshadow. So I'm going to use this dark one here. And just tap it on there. I'm going to have to use this because, like I said, I'm super blind. And you just go along the line here. And it gives it a little softer line than as if you had your eyeliner. And then you just kind of brush it up so it has that nice soft line. Okay? They say people with aging skin that want to look younger should not have that like straight black line. This brush is so easy. You can use this brush along with some finishing spray and your eyeshadow to do your brows too. I used to do that all the time before they came out with that claim to frame or the Strike Rich Brow Gel. Both are very easy to use. See that? It just makes your line here just look a little more thick instead of like that straight line of your eyeliner. Now, if you really want to look awake, you gotta find it. Your Nude eyeliner. And you put that on your waterline here. So your waterline is this part right above your eyelashes, okay? And this eyeliner is waterproof. This can also make your eyes look bigger. Not that my eyes really have to look bigger because they are big. So that makes them all look a little bit bigger. But I do like a little color under my line. So I like this Smokey eyeliner brush. It's number 11. I'm gonna use that same dark brown and just go right under. If you get it too thick, just put some concealer on under it. This one I went a little too thick. This does have some porcelain on it from me and Ava doing our bunnies the other day, so hopefully I don't. Yep, I did get some on there. There we go. So what do you think of this so far? I'm kind of digging it. All right, last but not least, your mascara, your perfect mascara. We do have waterproof too, but make sure that you have a good makeup remover or a make-off spray to get it off, because otherwise it will not leave your face. So it is great for lake days, pool days, you name it. I think it came out before we went to Wisconsin Dells a couple of years ago. No, it came out last year. So I used it at the lake all summer. So between my waterproof eyeliner, my waterproof eyebrows, and my waterproof mascara, I mean, and really you could use your concealers as your foundation. It's not going to last as long. My foundation lasts about 6 months. My concealer is even longer, but you could use your concealer to cover your whole face if one of them matches, and that is waterproof as well. So if you have like a tattoo you want to cover up or a birthmark, those concealers work really well. And with this, it has, this mascara, it has fibers in it, so the more you put on, the longer it makes your lashes look. I am obsessed, because most mascaras that I've ever tried, I literally like wanted to tear my contacts out or scratch my eyeballs out because they irritate my eyes so bad. So this mascara doesn't do that, which I really, really like. And as you know me, I'm obsessed with our lip glosses. This is Grace. All different kinds. Because it's not sticky. I find most lip glosses are sticky and they have a certain funk about them. It doesn't. They actually smell like candy, so it's really, really nice. Ooh, I forgot one thing. It's a crime not to finish. So prime and finishing spray keeps your makeup on for over 16 hours. I love it. Okay, any questions, let me know. If you want to try out some samples of stuff, let me know, or we can get together too and I can help you with a makeover so you can try it before you buy it. Otherwise, I will put my link on here if you want to take a look at what we all have. It's pretty amazing. All of our stuff lasts a really long time. Like I said, all of our powders are over 50% pigmented, where your stuff in the store is like 15 to 23%. And that's why you have to sit and rub, where I just tap and use and don't need that much. So, questions about aging skin, how to put your makeup on, how to look a little more awake. You can just go back and watch again if you need to. But that's it for today, and I will talk to you all later. Bye!